no need.
The case is cheaper.
Okay, I can either the needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many, or is it the other way around?
It's the other way around.
Oh,
The
my
needs of
bad.
the many outweigh
My
the needs
bad,
of the
y'all.
few.
With that being said, let's go ahead and get this shit started. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's the Storm Podcast. You already know we got an interview with my boy Kieferro. I'm here with the boys.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah, nigga.
I was gonna slide it. Well, you know, you got the C.
Introduce yourself.
You know who it is. C2, aka Double.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is I Vermillion as always.
What's good?
Yeah, sorry.
I'm C3, aka Triple. Out here.
We lit.
We out here, man. It's been a minute. We've been trying to get this interview in for a little bit of time now. I'm glad we finally getting it lit. Both of us have been, all of us have been off a little bit. We'll schedule it. You can't make it, then we'll schedule it. Then we can't make it, and some shit will happen. But we finally got this bitch in, and I'm excited, man.
Yes,
Heck
sir.
yeah.
This is gonna be some fun ass shit. We've known you for a little bit, but we not like best friends. So it's gonna be good to get to know you a little bit more. Get to learn a little bit.
Yes,
We're not best friends.
Excited.
I mean, we not best friends, but we cool. We
You
cool.
made it clear. Facts, bro. Facts.
Exactly.
I don't have many friends. You feel me? I don't have any
I
friends.
get it.
Me
Sorry,
either.
get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. You don't really fuck with me. I will walk out now.
Right.
I mean, you know where the door is at.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing.
It's a vibe.
Cut him a paycheck first.
Yeah, you feel me? I always got to get that last check. But nah, man, what you been on? What your life been like? How have things been moving for you, sir?
Yo, I'm good for real. You know, I'm out here just creating, doing the photography. Kieferro Flakes. Kieferro is my name. Kieferro Flakes is the photography, videography shit that I do. Business, right? Shit that I do.
So wait, let me ask, where did you get that name? Because that's not your government
I
name.
was just about to say.
Nah, it's not. Kieferro. So basically, my middle name is Keith, which is my dad's name, and I don't really have much of a connection with my dad. So you know what I'm saying that name often. It just I could probably. So yeah, I kind of just took that and mixed it with like my last name of Kieferro, and
So wait, let me ask you a question. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, but you are.
So when you sent me an email and your name was Chris Talafier, does your dad happen to be an alderman?
No, so it's something of like that in my family, like that the Taliaferros. I actually just found out about that like last year from my sister. But the thing is, I don't talk to the Taliaferros, like my family on that side. So I know that there was like a thing where like they removed the A. But I really don't know the story behind everything, so I don't know if I'm like officially related to that alderman as well. But yeah, I see his name. Yeah, I be rapping my shit like, look, that's my.
I did some graphic design for him a couple years back.
Really?
Like, yeah, I did like his flyers for when he was running for alderman. Mm-hmm. My dad knows him, so
that's crazy.
And I'm a little into graphic design, so he hired me to do some graphic design for him.
That's
so when
awesome.
I saw your name, I was like, wait,
he has royal blood.
Yeah, he got royal blood. You feel me?
Real. And I had never saw that name anywhere. So when I first saw that, I was like, yo, I gotta be related to this dude. Like, he might be my daddy. Nah,
that's lit though. That's lit. I fuck with the name Kieferro. That's hard.
Thank you.
Everybody got to come up with a cool stage name.
Yeah.
When you're
scoot
like
the mic
into
up a
the
little
rapping and shit.
Can you scoot your mic up a little bit? I just want to make sure the people are hearing you clearly.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Turn this gain a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
too.
turn it in. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
we
good.
good.
Yeah. I was about to say something. Actually, my first artist name used to be Kid Fresco. Kid Fresh.
That's actually really
Yeah,
hard.
you know.
I
That
saw
shit is
that
really
on your
hard.
2014 tape. What was that? What was it called?
So we had a couple. So Prime Supremacy, Mr. Fashodi.
That's the one.
That's
Yeah.
hard.
That's the one on Apple Music.
Yeah, Kid Fresco, baby.
That's pretty cool.
How long have you been making music?
Just since like I was like 16.
Damn. And how old are you now?
27.
Okay, so damn, you've been making music for like a long time.
11 years out here.
Thought you were 18.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I shaved, make it look small.
Keep it clean.
Keep it young.
No, I gotta keep the beard out here.
Yeah.
You feel me? If I cut my beard, I look 12.
Yeah, man. I honestly, my barber was telling me like, yeah, man, keep your beard, grow it out. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas just trying to look young out here, bro.
Can you grow a full beard?
Can I grow a full one? I think so. Heck yeah. My dad had a full beard, so I definitely feel like I could, but I never have tried.
Okay.
And
You should give it a shot, bro. You should give it a shot.
I be breaking out, bro.
Oh.
I think that too is just like all the hairs and
You got to get a skincare routine in. I don't have one, but I know I should probably have one. I know I'm supposed to. You feel me? I'm supposed to have one so that way I don't get bumps and shit. But I just wash it with my face wash. Use the same face wash.
No. Let me put you on.
Okay, put me on game. Put me on game. Put me on game.
First, you got to get the facial wash.
Right.
Okay. Me personally, I use a kale, spinach, and like some green combination, all natural face wash.
Okay.
You hit that. Then I have this 2% like milk? I don't know if it's BH. What?
2% milk?
No.
Okay, my bad. Keep going.
That's the wrong routine. But yeah, you get this like 2% acid, not real acid, but like an acid that like it like closes your pores up. So you put that on the cotton swab, rub that around your face, let that dry for a little bit, and you come back and hit that with the moisturizer. Yeah, because the moisturizer is how you go out in public and not get sun damage on your skin. Exactly.
Okay,
exactly. So after you put that on, you're good to go.
Yeah. See, I need to get back on that because y'all remember I used to do my skincare videos. Yeah. Y'all remember I used to be on that shit. I used to be, my Snapchat used to be busting.
So you had like you got a little routine that you.
Well, I didn't. My girl, she bought the Kylie. You feel me? The Kylie, and I was out there like. let me try that. Let me get in on that. I was going crazy on it. My skin was on beam team. Now I look trash, but back then I was glowing.
He's like, get that new Kylie.
Bro, she needed to cut me a check. That's why I had to stop. You feel me? Because I was getting her all these sales and she ain't never cut me no check. So much sense. I was like, I'm sorry, Kylie. Like I fuck with you, but I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, it happened to me too.
Is that why you didn't say no names and the shit? You're supposed to put me on, but you didn't actually put me on nothing.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Riri's got to cut the check before I start putting her stuff out there.
The fuck out of here. Nah, man. But tell us a little bit about your music. Tell us some shit.
Yeah, man. So it's been a long journey. So basically everything starts with Vice Versa, right? Vice Versa was a group of 3 of us, 3 of my homies. We were just riding in my homie's crib. And to me it always was about like not like, because at the time, they weren't the greatest at writing, So we was always trying to help each other out. And doing music can be very competitive, So I think that was a big thing for me. Watching my brother, we had 2 different styles. He was like very hardcore rap, trap type shit. And I was smoother. I wrote poems coming in to like music and stuff like that. So it was just one of those things where like, I just wanted the name to be something where it's like we equal, we always trying to build each other up. Yeah. No one's greater than each other. So that's where Vice Versa came from. From there, we all did music videos. We have like old videos, Don't Stop. Like you could really see how like we looked when we were younger. And it was very interesting. Quite embarrassing for me, but I at the same time, I just watched it yesterday with a couple of my old buddies, but it was dope, bro. Just kind of progressing through it. I hadn't even touched the camera yet or nothing. So like, I was strictly just making music. I was recording over off of actually at Music Garage, where
true.
K Sound is and stuff. And I was going to this dude named Chris Barnett. Dope. He kind of grew. He did stuff for like Lil Pump. He has a studio now on like Michigan. And price is just for me that it was just so much, it was hard to always pay for studio time and stuff. So
that should be getting tough.
For real.
Yeah. Studio time can get expensive too.
Busting our ass, bro.
Man, that should be crazy. It's always good to find a nice price studio. Like, I'm not a rapper myself, but I've managed a couple rappers before, and studio time can be an issue when niggas are charging like $100 for a studio session. That shit gets tough. Yeah.
And for real. And it's like I came to understand like everybody need to eat. Everybody has to make their bread. And
100%.
And it's cool, but I just had to find a new route.
Yeah.
And so that was just it always felt like it was always strides and then backpedaling. But at the same time, like Chris Barnett helped me get like my studio, help put like Pro Tools and stuff on, and so that really started me just like working from home, being able to like get into entrepreneuring and shit like that, trying to do recording sessions out the crib, and like that was cool. But yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was only so much I can do when it's at my crib,
right?
You know, so it's always these little barriers just trying to get through.
So where you record now? You record with K-Sound, correct?
So I get mixed by K-Sound.
Okay,
I still like to record by myself just because of like it's so interesting, man. Like when I go to K-Sound or any engineer, I get anxious in the studio because
I've seen.
You know, like I'm so used to recording myself and being able to take this time to redo these little parts or stacks that like I don't want to always be like, can we do like 4 stacks on just this one part and then we can, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be feeling like, damn, like I don't like to record with other people unless it's like niggas just got the whole studio in that mug chilling.
Like just my peoples,
you know,
that type of
like
vibe.
the little camp thing that we just did. That was like awesome to have. But even then, it was moments of anxiousness when I'm not like fully prepared. And I've always been that way. Like when I write, I have to be fully prepared with writing.
I feel you.
You're not like a freestyler type of guy?
I don't like to, but I like recently just with some of the new songs and even Growing Pains, like some tracks off there were more like I wouldn't say freestyling, but like I won't completely like stop and write.
Yeah,
you know, like
I'll
I'll
style, but not freestyle.
I'll start recording and I'll make some sounds or something and try to find the words.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah. It's sometimes I'm not just like just flowing and then just being like, yeah, say that shit, let's get it.
Yeah,
like,
no,
so,
I feel that. We got a homie, his name is Saint Boulevard, and he calls that free of style.
Yeah.
So like freestyle is when you like just straight off the dome.
Yeah.
Free of style is when there's not like you don't have something written or a like solid theme or style of the song, and you like, you know, kind of off the dome a little bit, write a little bit, and like piece it together. So that's why we call that shit free of style.
Yeah.
Shout out to my nigga Saint. That's the
shout out Saint, bro.
Yeah,
we see.
Shout out you.
Nah, that's a cool ass nigga. But I remember, so the reason that I even got into your music in the first place was we were doing that production for Canvas. We were doing that shit, which was super fun when they did their
what production?
The live production.
Oh yeah,
the first one that they did.
Yeah, the first live production. We weren't at the second one, but the first live production that they did, and we were like stagehands almost. And during like one of the down times or whatever, where we weren't, you know, everybody was just kicking it. I think you had got on the speakers and started playing your music.
I low-key be trying to do that.
Yeah, nah, and it worked. Like that shit worked because I was sitting in that bitch and I was like, "Hey, this shit is slide. Like this shit is."
Yeah.
And I think I asked Baca or somebody. I was like,
just watching this nigga, like,
nigga, you got me. Like that shit worked. Because I was like, "Hey, Millie, you know the song?" He was like, "Nah." I was Baca, like, what's this song called? Who's on the aux? He was like, I think Kieferro. This is Kieferro song.
I'm just looking at him like,
and I was like, "Yo, this you, nigga? You were bro."
Yeah,
nah, this shit hard.
I definitely remember
and
that.
it worked. And the next day, I literally went home and found your Growing Pain shit and listened to. Well, I ain't listened to the whole thing like that night because that's the belong ass shit.
Y'all hear that?
I ain't listened to it that night. I went back and listened. I've listened to the whole thing, but that first night,
way too long. Bro.
That's like what, like 4 hours of music.
It's like 2 hours.
Yeah. I listened to like half of it, and I was like, "Oh, this is snapping right now. This shit is crazy."
And it's a collective of like a lot of artists on
there were a lot of people on there too. Baby was my favorite song off of that bitch.
Yeah, my nigga.
That bitch.
So what made you decide to put so many songs on one project?
So like I said, bro, Vice Versa started as like 3 homies in a room. Like, you know, I never grown up like I watched my brother get into music. You know, like I was in the hoop and I wanted to be a basketball player.
Really?
Noticed that like it was always certain dreams that just like faded. First, I used to dance, and then I stopped dancing because all my friends just grew like fucking moved shit. And then got into basketball. Just after a while, I'm just like, I don't feel enough like passion for it, you know. And then music was just there, bro, and I felt like my brother really put me in and showed me just like watching him do it. And so what was that question you had asked?
What made you decide to put so many songs on the project?
Going back to that, right? So like just my point of I watched my brother like he put me on like connecting with people so much, and I grew up like the whole vice versa started because of collaboration. That I just think that that's naturally where I like find satisfaction in music is like the collab. And you know, like I like to make music for myself, and that's cool. I have a lot of single songs, but I feel like I usually make collaborations. Like even with my girl, you know, like it's just something that we.
That snippet you put on your story yesterday was cold as fuck. Or was that yesterday, 2 days ago, of her song? That
Regular.
shit was hard. I
Probably.
didn't know the name of
Yeah.
it, but you put a snippet up of it, and I was like, oh, damn, this
Lessons,
bitch good
bro.
as hell.
Thank you so much. Yeah, man. And so I just feel like I'm always doing that, and that bugs me sometimes, bro. Like I be telling myself, like, man, why don't I need to get a project of just like, just me, just straight, you know what I'm saying? No features, no nothing. But
so how did you meet your girl? You met like being artists together, like at some function or something like that?
High school, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. I knew her from high school. Yeah, from freshman year. And when I moved I went to Glenbar North, and that's out in the burbs.
We used to whoop y'all ass and everything.
I doubt it.
I went to Oak Park, so yeah, no, we did.
Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna defend for these niggas. Take it. No, but yeah, and she was she met her in freshman year. We started talking a little bit, but then stopped, and then we got back together after high school, and from there, you know, she's always been just a cool friend, and just kind of grown that bond of created a real good foundation for us now that we like have a kid and have a family and still trying to be like doing some artist and entrepreneur shit. Cool. So I think that's what's really cool about like me and Madi.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
And she makes music, and does she also take pictures? Or
she does a little bit of everything. She makes music. She does cover arts right now. So like
the Splendid,
yeah, Splendid. She did K Sound just dropped a new song, her first song out, and Madi did that cover art. My homie Lingo. I'm really excited to see, like, cause I'm like, dang, like she's never been into like Photoshop or you know, just so seeing her really in it and seeing a new like
that's raw
inspiration and
new
fucking
passion
talent coming.
Yeah,
it's so dope, bro.
That's cool as fuck, man. That's good to hear. That's nice, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That shit is dope as hell. And you said you guys got a son. How old is your son?
Yeah, so Kaleo, he just turned 2 in February. Just turned 2, but like, man, the man's a genius. I really feel like it. Like I feel like the kids now that are coming up. Like I even saw like Kalani, her baby.
Oh yeah.
You know, and she was asking her questions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Reminds me of like, I feel like they're really smart. Like Kaleo's known as planets and all just sorts of stuff. Like,
planets,
wow.
Planets, bro.
You getting
like
a jump start.
Venus, Mercury. He knows.
Nigga, do you know how to planet, Millie?
No.
Nigga,
Exactly.
Do you know that there's 2 suns after our sun?
I didn't know that,
bro. 2 big, gigantic, stupid suns after, and I don't know. Wow. That shit was crazy to see. Like
that's dope as fuck, and a lot of that comes from the internet too. Like the fact that they, like, we got the internet later, not later in our lives, but we got it like when we were 10, 12 type
and
shit.
even the age of the internet, right?
Yeah,
the progressiveness of like where the internet was.
Yeah,
at our age.
The internet was so trash back then.
The internet was not that lit.
Like I still have like the I had a. You know, on old desktop Macintosh computers, where like the green, like it used to be like green letters.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Oregon Trail, like that. Yeah. That shit used to kind of like make me scared of computers, and I didn't want to go into technology because I was like, bro, I don't know how I'll work that shit.
Bro, technology used to not be easy to work. Like, we used to have to take computer classes when we were in elementary school and shit, and they would be like, you got to do this if you want to get to this program, blah, blah, blah. Now anyone can use it. A 2-year-old can hop on and literally go anywhere they want to go because it's just easy. Like, the internet, and there's so much more shit they can do.
They can spell things wrong. Spell correct was not a thing when we were young.
Bro, if you couldn't spell, you can't use a computer.
Something correct? No, it's not there. We have no clue what you're talking about. No. Did you mean? No, none of that. It was over with.
So
you used to get on a computer and be trash.
Did you give your son a smartphone yet, or
no? He uses our phones, but we have a smart TV. But like, what's funny about him is like, he doesn't like he had little stages. He liked Moana for a little bit, But now he literally just goes to YouTube and only does learning like things. Like he knows all his colors. He was doing vegetables. He likes to dance in vegetables. He dances with them. And then now it was planets, and it was something else that was very interesting. He knows some dinosaurs. I was trying to get him into that though, because I saw like a kid a while back like saying big dinosaurs. Or you know what? My Wife and Kids. Y'all ever used to watch that?
Oh, what? Nigga, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
That was my shit.
Bro.
Yes.
My Wife and Kids.
Yes.
Bro, that was my show.
The little
Yeah, the little nerdy kid.
bro.
Yeah.
I always wrote it down.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, so you were My Wife and Kids, right?
I'm avid My Wife.
See, I thought I was one of the only niggas that like really fucked with that shit at our age.
Damon Wayans.
Because I didn't have cable.
Yeah.
So the U was where I used to
Oh
Bernie
my
Mac
God.
show.
Yes.
My Wife
King
and
of
Kids.
Queens.
King of,
Yes.
yep. King of Queens.
Yes.
That was my bag, nigga.
Of late.
It's so funny.
That was
Yeah.
my shit. No,
So,
the
yeah,
internet,
man.
yeah, nah. TV, the internet, all that shit has come a long way. So if you play the little Cocomelon theme song, he gonna come running?
Exactly.
You know
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah, you know
Certain
it.
man. Them shits
It's
is
something
annoying.
about Cocomelon and little kids. If you play that shit, it's like a beacon to this. It's like a dog whistle. If
A
you
dog
play that
whistle.
little Cocomelon, they will sprint anywhere, nigga.
Man.
Nah, that shit is different. It's like if I hear, if your Metro don't trust you, you know, you gonna walk into the room like, hey, what's this? What's this?
What's playing?
Yeah.
And you hear the beat start.
Exactly. That's what that shit is.
You plan on having more kids?
So I want a girl.
Really?
I already know
My
her name
nigga.
and everything, bro.
See, a lot of dudes are scared of having girls.
No,
Yeah.
I said I'm completely cool with this. As long
I
as
see.
I have
I
my
didn't say
boy
you.
for-
The fact that
I
you
gotta
jumped on it
have
so
my
quick.
boy for-
Hey, bro.
I
for
want
real,
the boy
though.
for it.
It's funny, man. I wanted a girl at first. I'm so glad I got a boy.
See,
I'm so
it's
glad I got a boy
valid.
first.
That's
bro.
my
I
my
am.
reasoning is valid.
For real though, but so I understand but yeah, her name will be Zolani, bro. I'm already putting that out there.
That's hard.
Yeah, my little Zolani, she gonna be coming soon. Not really. Not really.
Maybe.
At all.
You don't know.
We straight, bro. We straight right now.
Looked at you like,
No,
chill.
I wouldn't. No, to be honest, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Kaleo having another sibling.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah, because
Siblings are lit.
for real.
Yeah, you were talking about your brother and how much he inspired you.
Exactly.
And I couldn't really imagine what my life would be like without I have two younger brothers.
Really?
So I can't really imagine what my life would be like without my brother. So I definitely want my kids. I don't have kids now, but I definitely want my kids to have siblings for sure. Yeah.
I feel that, bro. Yeah, man. It's one of them things. But yeah, man, it was interesting. Even just all of with Kaleo, even just the fact he was a water birth too.
I
So
have
I
no
think
idea
that's
what that means.
a water birth is not being on a table and being
yeah.
Oh,
put in-
like natural, like in the bathtub type shit.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
gotcha.
He was born in the bathtub, and I want to do that again. I want to constantly, So I gotta
That shit.
just make sure.
So
that
you were like a part of it? Because I know a
Yeah.
lot. See, that sounds
Heck yeah.
terrifying. I couldn't do that.
You know
'Cause
what? I'm
I
gonna
would be
be
so
honest.
scared. I would fuck something up.
I feel that.
Like that's
No,
my bag.
I'm
is
playing
fuck
my
some shit up.
role. I'll be like,
Yeah.
what needs to happen?
See, no, I'll be prepared if I need to, but I don't want to be like, hey, I need you to I'm gonna be like, okay, let's get it done. But I'm not gonna be the nigga who's like, all right, this is what I want to do right now. I want to be the nigga to catch the baby. No,
Catch.
because that's what you do. You
Was-
catch the baby.
Was there a midwife there, or was it just you?
Yeah, it was a midwife.
Yeah.
It was actually over here in Oak Park
Oh.
at the Midwestern.
Oh, you're
West
talking
Suburban.
about West Suburban, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Like real talk, I recommend just in general if anybody ever has a birth. Just for me, I don't like blood, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's not
at
my shit.
all.
That's not my
I
shit.
don't like blood at all, man. So
I guess it's different when it's your kid. though.
no, it's,
Oh, no, it's
no,
not.
it's not, bro. Because you know what? I just the in general, like just incisions or like cutting. I don't
Yeah.
like. So what I do with the water birth, it allowed the blood to kind of like be
Dissolved, yeah.
in the water, so it doesn't look so like
Bloody.
You know,
Interesting.
that makes so much sense. So it wasn't as like cringing to watch. Like
And I think it's better for the woman too.
it is.
Yeah,
it
like,
is.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of health benefits.
Yeah,
for
like
both.
even the way they sit and lay. So yeah, it was really dope.
Huh.
That's
Shit
good
was
to
cool.
hear.
Interesting.
Something to think about.
Yeah, definitely.
That's lit. I
Yeah.
see, like, This is why I like the way that we do our interviews, because this is a fun ass conversation for me. Niggas is really talking about. I'm learning so much right now. I'll be learning some shit. Yo, you had a question. Go ahead.
Oh, it's unrelated to childbirth, but when I look at you,
childbirth related questions only, my nigga.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I feel like I get a lot of like Andre 3000 vibes from you specifically. Is he one of your inspirations?
I definitely like Andre 3000, bro. That's interesting, bro, that you just said that. My friend Lingo just played a song from him yesterday, and I feel like the funny thing about Andre is he's like the type of dude that like I feel like I'm super inspired off of him because of like the mystery about him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, and how like he doesn't have to constantly be in the face of people, but when he has a verse, it's like that nigga's on the song again.
Yeah,
you know. So like it's very interesting, man. I can't say that I've ever like dove super deep into Andre 3000. Like,
really?
Yeah, I love a couple songs. You know what I'm saying? Baby Blue or something like that. Baby something
Blue.
Like that.
I'm not sure.
It's like Baby Blue or Pink. I don't know, whatever. But tweaking. Not an Andre 3000 fast that much. But I do love him. I do love like I fucks with him, bro. But I can't say that I like listen to his album or anything.
Okay. So what's like your inspirations type shit?
One of my biggest favorite artists right now is Smino. Smino and Monty Booker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smino's the GOAT.
But I feel like even him is somebody that's like inspired by Andre 3000.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody, more or less, is either inspired by Andre 3000 or inspired by someone who was inspired by Andre 3000.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a big thing in hip-hop right now because he's such... He's arguably
God.
The best. I don't know if I'd say he's God.
He's God.
But
yeah, he's top dog. Yeah. 3 Stacks top dog. Come on.
Bro, you just saying that. I'm sorry. I had saw this thing that I just wanted to... Did y'all see the new Nas shoe?
No.
Oh,
the Lil Nas X shoe.
Yeah, bro.
I did see that.
Oh,
What y'all think
video?
about that?
So I just saw that literally. I was sitting in the car before I walked in here before this interview, and I just saw that. It was interesting. It was interesting. I'm not gonna buy them.
Right.
That's me personally. Well, I probably couldn't afford them even if I did want to
Right.
buy them. But it's very interesting. It depends on who you are. And
Let's break it down so everybody
Yeah,
understands.
oh yeah. I'm tweaking.
No.
So basically, Lil Nas is dropping a shoe. It's not directly through Nike, but it's through something with the M. Can't remember who.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a very Satan-y shoe.
Yeah, basically it's a
devil shoe. Yeah.
It's called
I think that's
shoe.
what it's called, right? Yeah.
Satan
I'm
shoe.
looking at her right.
Yeah.
And you know, at first when I saw the
Wait, no, this is hard.
I mean,
yeah, it's hard.
This is hard.
That's hard. I feel you.
It's got, but
oh,
see, here's the
it's
thing.
an Air Max. It's an Air Max.
Even that too. Air Max and Nike
I'm trying
collab.
to figure out which
I don't know if that's
one.
an actual shoe, but
Really?
that looks
Nah, bro.
different than the one I just saw.
Oh.
But.
If this is it,
No, that's the
Oh
shoe,
no,
bro.
that's it. That's
yeah,
the
no,
shoe.
no.
I saw it
those are
from the
Air
top.
Maxes.
I saw it from the top.
Yeah, it's a
They look
collab.
comfortable.
I bet, bro. They so just a couple
Walking
interesting
on
things
your
that they have on it, or that it said, was just like that it had a drop of blood in the soles.
That's what I was about to say. Every shoe has a drop of human blood in it.
And then it has like, it's only 666 pair, right? And the price of each pair is 1018, which is Luke 1018. So it's mocking God, flat out. Now I thought when I saw it, because I just saw it this morning.
Yeah, I just saw it literally 30 minutes ago.
And I thought, I'm like, maybe it's just like some meme type shit. People just, put this together type stuff.
Yeah.
But then, like, one of my friends, like, the post that she, like, it was a homie that she gave me my couch.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, and she lives in California, and
She gave you a
California
couch
moved
from California?
different. No, when she was moving out to
Oh,
California.
okay. I was
that's
like, damn.
Neither here nor there, but
that must be a nice couch.
right? No, she was just posting about it, and I just thought it was interesting that she was talking to, and what did she say? Fuck. What was I about to say, bro?
You were talking about the scripture.
Yeah, the
Luke.
10:18 Luke.
Are you a religious person?
I believe in God. I'm a Christian. Yeah,
Christian.
I believe in Jesus.
So are you offended by that? I know you're offended. What?
I'm not offended.
Or, no,
I'm not saying that I am. So when I come here to talk on the podcast, I try to talk from multiple perspectives.
Yeah.
Right.
And when it comes to religion within myself, I also have multiple perspectives.
Yeah.
So I'm not offended by it. I'm not really offended by anything anyone does that doesn't affect me specifically. You feel me? I mean, you throw a drink in my face, I'm gonna get offended. But if throw a drink in someone else's face, I don't give a fuck. So when it comes to the shoe, I'm not offended by it. I just think it's a very interesting thing that's acceptable now. And I'm not saying I do or don't accept it myself. I mean, I'm not going to buy them. Probably couldn't even if I wanted to. But it's just interesting where the culture has taken a change. And I also read what he said about the shoe, which made me feel a little bit different.
What he said?
Well, he didn't say it about the shoe, but he said it about his new music video and how he felt. And it was something along the lines of, and I don't know if he was saying it specifically in regards to the shoe or to Christians, but he was talking about how a lot of people I think he did say a lot of Christians, but a lot of people in his life made him hate himself about, like, he's gay. And a lot of people made him hate himself because he was gay, and they were telling him all these bad things were going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And he said, I want you guys to be mad. Like, I'm doing this to make you guys mad so y'all feel the same way I felt about myself, because y'all made me mad at myself for being who I am. So if this bothers you, then you be mad, because y'all made me mad at myself. So if you have all that hate for me, you're the one holding the hate, because I'm not going to hold that hate anymore.
You know what I found out about Satanism? You're not praising Satan. You're praising yourself. Like, you're like where you worship.
They're different.
No. I promise you, like, Satanism is about praising yourself.
No,
it's
I know,
not.
but there's
and
different.
no,
like,
and you're right.
Yeah.
You're completely
You're not
right.
praising Lucifer in it. You're praising yourself.
But the thing is, I think the thing is, put it like this: if you look up this thing called "Truth May Scare You," episode 31, right? I always bring that one up because this dude breaks down this understanding that really connects a lot of dots for me that I never saw. Like, he said 99%, like, basically Lucifer doesn't want you to believe that he's real. He doesn't want you to believe that his agent, like, that he's real. And in a sense, what's funny about that is, like, how do you saturate something? You, like, put it directly in somebody's face.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I find that super interesting where you're right, where, like, a part of Satanism, they do have people that worship completely themselves, and when they talk about it, that's what they say that their religion is. Like, I see myself as a god. Even going down to, like, if you think about it, for a while, that's what Kanye West was doing.
Yeah,
I am a god, and he even said it in his newer stuff.
Yeah,
where
I
he
saw
was
an interview.
worshiping. You know, he was pushing that same doctrine. You know, and I think that it definitely comes back to, like, levels, like what he's saying also, where, like, there are Satanisms that, yeah, as long as you're not worshiping God, the creator, that's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? So if I can steer you from not worshiping God, that and that's what I see out of it. And I feel like it's certain levels that people literally, they do the sacrifices, and they do, because in the sense, like, bro, this shit was in the Bible. Yeah. Like, that's what I love about the Bible. Like, people can call, shit fake or whatever, and I know we get into religion and get touchy, but it makes conversation interesting.
Yeah.
It makes it real and human. And but I like the reality of the Bible, the craziness that God does allow people to, like, go through, and all of us experience, and then we get to read about it, and it's like we just don't understand how, like, much everything literally steers from the Bible. Every time a concept, everything about holidays, right, always tries to, like, erase only Christianity. Easter, you get the Easter Bunny. Christmas, you get, like, everything else, Hanukkah, everything else. They get their own things.
But they're trying to take the connotation of, like, God away from most of the holidays, and that's what I'm saying. Like, with the shoe, that is, like, that in itself, that explanation is Satanism. Like, that in a way is Satanism.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna make you angry because you disturbed me.
Right.
That is like, and I am not someone who is to be disturbed, and that is like that is you putting yourself at a higher regard than someone else.
Yeah,
that's interesting to see that. Wow.
I also did misquote it. Now that I'm remembering, he also did add a part where he was doing it for himself and other people who feel the same way. But it's still the same theory.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That all aligns in itself.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Mm-hmm. So, like, I can understand where he's coming from. Like, you made me feel some type of way, but like, that's still like you're doing this for this.
Yeah,
like you can try and like cut it in a different direction, but that is Satanism.
Did y'all see the video too?
I didn't see the video.
And I think that's what I like. The video to me is what made me like really believe like, oh yeah, this nigga's definitely doing this shit. Like, cause the video it was just too much like in your face.
Yeah.
Like that shit was just. It really, yeah.
So do you support him?
Nah, bro, I'm not about to support that.
I'm not going to support Satanism. Yeah. I'm all for you being gay. Like, you could live your life.
You know,
and I think what's interesting is, like, put it like this. Like, Lucifer, he divide and conquer. Like, that's what you do, right? So if I can put this, like, topic, like, women's rights, all these, literally, it's so consistent. Racism, Asian hate, like all these little problems that we have in a community, like all of this comes from spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we're not able to grasp that. But even coming back to like the Lil Nas and the being gay and gays, like what's funny is the rainbow was a covenant of God. Like we see a rainbow because it was a covenant from God. You know, it was promised that God wouldn't flood. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like I read all sorts of scriptures. I've gone to church so much that like it's just the things that have just stuck with me. You know, certain, I don't even know the scripture, but it's just like the story kind of stuck with me type deal.
So like, if you mind me asking, like this is going to be a kind of an off-brand like where's your family from? Like where do you like consider yourself from? Are you like Midwestern? Like far from the East?
No, we're Midwestern. We're from Chicago. My family business is actually Uncle Remus.
Wait. That's my family with them too.
Hold on, brother.
Like,
wait, what?
Like you and Chris.
yeah. Like Sarah Reed and all of them, like Uncle Jay. What's his? I'm trying to James Reed.
So
like, do you know
what's
all
interesting
of them?
is you possibly now the thing is we gotta even though my mom's side of the family. This is my mom's dad's side.
Yeah,
that is the Uncle Remus side, and it's my mom's like kind of stepdad. So it's the guy that's always been in our life, like my grandpa Pete.
Yeah.
But I didn't ever get to like really know so much. It's like a lot of family.
That's crazy because like I would be right on the other side, and like I would be right on the other side.
What Uncle Remus did you guys like? Because there's one out south. There's one that used to be in.
I'm trying to. I don't remember the exact location. It's like the one
Madison and Central.
Madison and Central. Yeah, that's literally like I go in there and they know me.
Yeah,
like
Auntie Charmaine used to live above.
Charmaine, that's one of my dad. My dad is into like.
Nigga, we all family.
No. They're just really close friends. She's like a very close friend and business partner of my dad. Yeah, Charmaine Raquette. Yeah. No, she's super cool. Anytime my dad has an event or whatever, she helps. My dad runs the Austin African American Business Networking Association, which is basically
over by
Sankofa and all that shit. That's my dad. Yeah.
What's that school? Malcolm X.
Well, he's done shit out of Malcolm X.
Okay.
But like his name is also Malcolm, but he don't own Malcolm X. Yeah.
When I was saying Malcolm, you like what?
Yeah, no, you said it. Right. I was like, what? How did this nigga? I forgot Malcolm Jr. Right. I was like, how does this nigga know my dad? I was like, this nigga might be cool with Chris Talafiero. Maybe. Nah, but yeah,
That's funny, man.
So yeah, I'm cool with all of them. She owns.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
For real, it's crazy how we're the newer generation of all that.
Yeah, no, that I was just talking to somebody about just how everybody is more or less connected, but like closer than we would think. And I just keep finding these connections accidentally on some shit
funny.
like that, just because my dad knows fucking everybody. So everywhere I go, someone's like, "Oh, Malcolm Crawford, do you happen to know?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's my dad." Like, yeah, so that happens everywhere I go. Actually, Vic, you remember when we were at an event? And it was one of my mom's event, and this lady was like, "Oh yeah, like I had to tap in with Malcolm Crawford." And I was like, "Hi, I'm Malcolm Crawford Jr." And she was like, "Oh wow, that's crazy." I could tell she was about to talk shit too, but it was about to get interesting. But I don't even remember how we got on this.
It was just family, Uncle Remus.
Church family.
Yeah, long ass.
Yeah, because I spend a lot of time in church as a child, so like sometimes certain things will hit me, and it'll hit me right in like the religion. So I'll be like, yo,
hit me right in the religion.
I'll be like, yo, why is this not sitting right with me? And I'm sitting there, and there's a lot of wills that were instilled in me that I don't even remember.
Right.
So I'll be sitting there, and like certain things will hit my ear, and I'm like, bullshit. And I'm like, I can't fuck with that. Like, it'll just hit my ear, and I'll be like, oh, that religion. I was like, religion is tied right to that. And I'm like, oh, can't even.
It's interesting, bro. But I also think it's a filtering thing too. You know, for me personally, like,
I've been going through that because the majority of my life I was in the church heavy, and I don't agree with every single ideal that they teach you. And one of the pieces of growing up, and even with religion does not have to be one way. So I don't have to believe everything that they told me in the church, because at the end of the day, even the church doesn't believe everything that the church used to believe. You feel me? Like most churches, I think my pastor had been divorced, and the Bible says don't divorce. So to a certain point, you do bring your own feelings and such into it, and your own belief system, because at the end of the day, yes, the Bible does give you a moral compass, but you can't turn off your own personal moral compass. So if the Bible says something is right or wrong where you personally feel otherwise, a lot of people would just ignore one or the other side. So they'll ignore either the completely, okay, the Bible says this, I disagree with this, I guess I'm not Christian at all, or go with the side of the Bible says this, but I think this differently. I'm just going to completely throw out my own mind. And neither of those feelings fully go away. So I think the real thing is trying to figure out how to get both of those ideals to exist in the same space together. Because a lot of the time I grew up Christian. So as a young kid, I was like, yo, fuck anybody who's gay. And that's as a young age, you feel me? Not now or anything. But that's how the church taught me. So niggas in second grade thinking gay people are just terrible. You feel me? But once you grow up, or I can't speak for anybody because some niggas still feel like that, and that's on them. But once you grow up, you learn, like, I don't agree with that, because that's just kind of, that doesn't go with my own personal moral compass. Does that mean I'm not a Christian? No. But I fuck with gay people.
And it's not, and also, and I learned this through religion, it's not my job to correct anybody else's imperfections by the Bible. For like, sure. It's not my job to do it.
Facts.
Like, if it was my job to do it, then I'm some sort of deity. And that's not my job.
If it's my job to do it, I'm doing it really bad.
You know,
if it's my job to do it, I'm ass.
I find what's interesting is like even something like the Lil Nas, right? How our words only go so far, right? So we do an interview, and this is with anything. Dude, just literally racism. Like, I'm starting to get to the point where I feel like evil people or deities, they're like, yo, all right, we gonna feed them lies. Like, remember, like, if I am Satan, I'm the father of lies. So I have no problem lying to the media, in a sense. Like, there's certain aspects of, like, life, like, that we don't grasp when we're, like, in a sense, trying to be these, like, good, maybe having a righteous mind, even if I don't believe in God. You might not believe in God, but you just know that you're not trying to wake up and go kill a nigga today. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, you have this righteous, like, pull on your soul, whether you know it or not, you know? And it's that to me that, like, lets me know, like, if I can wake up every day and have this understanding of, like, I don't want to go kill somebody today. There has to be a nigga out there that
who wakes up and is like, I do.
And there's a pulling tug on that. There's the energy, you know? So I never want to put it away. It's too many things that I feel like I've seen, experienced, that Satanism is supposed to be like this thing that it just, even how we talk about it, where we like, man, I get so passionate like what you were just saying, because I'm like, it's such a fun topic at the same time. It's like so abnormal and unknown, you know, so we could talk about it all day, because niggas almost don't talk about it. They avoid conversation, and that shit eats me alive, just having small talk about shit that don't matter.
Facts.
Like, it's not helping my soul. I don't know if you like are being
genuine
MK Ultra'd by any symbolism, because we not talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It be those type of shits that be happening in movies where niggas see a ghost. Hey, I saw a ghost, but we ain't never even talked about a spiritual moment with each other, so niggas ain't gonna believe us.
He don't believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts.
I'm right there. I'll be turning corners. Some be there in the dark, and I'll be like, I'm not entering the room. I'm not going in there. I'm like, yo, something might be in this room. And on the off chance that there is something, I'm going the other way. I'm going to hit this light and make sure that there isn't anything in the room. Like, but ghosts is a whole different conversation.
And just deities, just in general. I like really diving into those conversations. I feel like even if we have different perspectives, it really is helpful for us to like.
Yeah, and personally, I also believe, and I don't want to keep getting like crazy deep into this, but like even if niggas have different perspectives, and this gets kind of tough, but I don't really believe. How do I know if there's even a right or a wrong? Like, just because I believe it, don't make anyone else wrong. Like, yeah, I feel this way, but if that nigga feels a different way, he feels I'm wrong, and I feel he's wrong. How do we know who's,
you know what's interesting
right?
though? Something Dave Chappelle said, right? Dave Chappelle had this thing on Netflix.
Oh, yeah, he real.
And he brought up how that's our problem though, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I was about to touch on with the Lil Nas is when people are emotionally tampering with us, right? Where, I mean, in that video, you literally see this Lil Nas, he ain't never came out this gay ever, right? And the first time he does, you having sex on Satan, like literally just ride.
But I think he was saying fuck the devil. I'm playing. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's some good symbolism if that's what you read it. Like I think it was, you know, but like seriously, I think that was it was a strong statement. It was a strong statement to one show so much. One, knowing how old he is, knowing who he actually appeals to, knowing how big, like, his Miley Cyrus song was, his first song. Like, he's a nigga that, like, he's at the forefront of music for a lot of things, for pushing messages. Especially after that, it's really, I feel like this year, he set the bar for the satanic artists, if that makes sense. So I feel like now, satanic artists have to match that. And they don't have to be, like, but even I feel like Drake always does his little slights. You know, Drake, as weird as it goes, you know, I get into it. I get into it, but
I agree with what you said though about that's kind of our problem because we live.
I didn't even get to what Dave Chappelle said, right?
Yeah, we live in an era or an age where nobody's really invalidated anymore, and everybody's just right all the time.
But what makes you right? But what makes you right and me wrong? Or what makes me right and you wrong?
But I think that it's those questions that make us. It almost gets us to the point like what Dave Chappelle was saying was it's about better or worse, right? We're willing to like take a better or worse than understand good or bad or right or wrong.
But I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm cutting you off again. But when it comes to that, if I'm coming to you and I believe that you're wrong and I believe that I'm right. If you actually are right and I actually am wrong, I'm never going to understand that if I'm walking into the situation with I'm right, he's wrong. So if I'm walking in here and I'm like, yo, nigga, this couch is pink.
Yeah.
And I'm positive that this bitch is pink. And it's not, but I know that you're wrong. That kind of fucks shit up. But if I walk into the situation of I might be wrong. Like, I think this bitch is pink, but I might be wrong.
But that's the thing. I don't think people are coming into situations like that anymore. People are coming into situations, well, you have your way to think, and I have my way to think. And they don't even care about your answer anymore. And that is the error there. It is nobody's trying to understand the next person. They're just saying, okay, you have your way, I have my way, it's whatever.
Oh yeah, no.
And that's also that stems from the Satanism doctrine also of I am my own God, right? So if I'm my own God, and then earthling, like when we said earlier, come talk to me and try to tell me that I'm wrong about something. Like, nigga, you're earthling. I don't
like. Who are you to talk to me,
my nigga?
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter what you're saying. You know, so I think that's how like a lot of even just kings and people that have had deities, you know, have had a mindset like that.
Facts.
Like, nigga, well, don't give a fuck what they saying. Go kill them. We about to run through their village, rape their kids. Who's wrong, bro?
Right. And even on some like, even outside of the religion thing, that's just something that I feel that a lot of people lack is just the humility of.
Nobody's humble.
Is humility a word?
I don't know. It's
Accountability. We'll get there.
We're going to something like that.
Humility.
Humility. You feel me? Niggas don't have the humility of I might be wrong in this situation. Like, and y'all know I am the type of nigga that I will argue. Like, I'm down to argue some shit. But if halfway through that argument I realize, oh fuck, like I am wrong in this bitch, I'll let you know. Because there's no point in me arguing this bitch in, like, as much as me and Millie argue, there have been many an argument where I'll be going hard for some shit and you'll be like, well, what about this? No, you won. I'll be like, good shit. No, that's it.
He's like, you know what? I can't beat that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I know that I am not the code of what is right or wrong. So I just don't know.
Yeah, and the shit that kills me is some people will realize they're wrong, but still have 1 point, right? 1 point that you couldn't refute. And they'll keep that. And I'm like, that is where the incorrectness lies. It is you took this outlier of information and now you have made it the rule. You're like, no, this. And I'm like, that was only one time, bro. Like, you know, like it was one time. It accidentally happened once. And they're like, no, it's valid. And I'm like, it can't be valid. Like, if you can't repeat the action, then it's not valid. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, no, but it happened that one time, so I'm sticking with this. We could agree to disagree. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you don't even want to argue with the person no more because it's like I'm arguing with a brick wall.
Yeah, definitely, for real.
It do be like that, nigga. It definitely be like that. Yeah. So it's like to argue with Millie, man.
So do Christians believe in free will, or is that...
Yeah, I think.
You trying to make this the religious episode?
Oh no, we not trying to do that. But I think free will is a good part of religion because they want you to choose right. Because if you choose wrong, then it's damnation. But
like, the thing is, like, free will is the gift God gave us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is the blessing of. I think that's the coldest thing to me about God. To be honest, is the fact that if I created a world and then I was like, you know what? I create these angels, like even the angels have the ability to walk away, to not believe in me, I don't got to be a creator. That's fine. I found that to be some of the humblest and the coolest shit ever of just like, right, for real, straight humility on 100, you know. And it's still, but it's just so interesting for me to know, like I know for myself personally, going into that topic you were just saying about right or wrong. But, like, if I were to kill somebody, it feels wrong, you know? And then, but I have the will to do that, you know? Like, it's a crazy-ass, like, reality but we consciously know some shit is wrong with that, you know?
Like, everybody has their own moral compass. Because for me, killing a nigga is 100% wrong. But for somebody else, that might be not killing
for sure.
Someone
circumstantial.
Might feel wrong to them.
Circumstantial for real. Yeah. Circumstantial for real. Because I feel like in the circumstance, I would, you know, do what I gotta do.
Exactly. If it's me or you, I'm always going to choose me. Like, that's just how it is.
Sometimes you is better than me. Huh? Sometimes you is better than me.
Well, depending on the situation, I'm going to choose.
I love how he sounds.
Whoever prospers, I'm going to choose me as the person who prospers. You're never going to be like, okay, all of my
what if it's you or your mom?
If it's me or my mom, okay, that's the one person. That's the one person who gets the buy though.
What if it's you or your brother?
It's my creator. Like my creator, I'm going to. It depends. It depends on the situation. Did he put himself in the situation, or did some?
But it's not always you. You or your kid. Like, there's a lot of. It's not always you, man.
It's all for the
because if it's always you lacking humility.
This is where we go with the one outlier is the rule. No,
it's not the rule.
99% of people are not getting me choosing them over me. Like, it's 99% of people.
If it's somebody you care about, like a lot of people.
But you're not caring. you're not caring about more than 1% of the population. Like that, you're only caring about a handful of people. There's a handful of people you would put over yourself, and then there's
a bunch of niggas watching this right now.
That's the truth. Like I hope they're watching this, and if I'm about to die or they are about to die, they choose themselves. Like I hope
just know he is not saving your ass.
It's cooked for you.
It's cooked. 100%.
Niggas is crazy.
But like religion has given us so much stuff like art and like other stuff that you can't. It's like I think it's hurt us, but it's also loved us in a way. So like you can't like ever get rid of religion, but you can't. Like,
I find it interesting how it turned into a religious thing because I brought up the Lil Nas. Not that it wasn't about religion, right?
Well, the shoes kind of
yeah. But I like how it. I like not even like I like, but I find it interesting how it twisted to like about Christianity.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, isn't it interesting? Like it's weird that it's like, why isn't it about a nigga that like?
But that's the thing. To an extent, that's his goal.
But see, this is the thing that I think we got to grasp is words only go so far, right? So if I tell you, yeah, I was hurt before, so now I'm trying to make y'all mad. That's cool. I have no problem making y'all mad. But the fact that he's going to the length of the things and visuals that he's doing and the effect that music has, the effect that videos have. Like, I think that's the other thing. Like, it's not just a simple conversation of he's just trying to get back at him. That's all. Like, it's so much that goes into that, and we have to be able to like understand like that's just what life is. Like, when I want to go fucking hoop, nigga, I'm about to put on something hard, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to put on some ballerina to go hoop. My bad, Jody. I'm out here bogus with it.
It's all good.
I had this thing popped the whole time.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let's look at it from this perspective. Lil Nas X literally does not give a fuck about religion, doesn't give a fuck about anything. Honestly, just wants the bread here. His goal could have easily been, I'm going to make the wildest shit so that niggas will just talk about it. Because I think his talent is making niggas just talk. And we just spent a good portion, most of it wasn't talking about him, but it works. And I think he was finding the way he could do that. And I'm not saying I think, but like he could have easily been finding the way to do that. And what is one of the easiest ways to do that shit? What is some shit that will get niggas talking the quickest? Religion.
And you're right. But I do believe...
But there's a million other things he could have chose.
But what could he have chose that would have polarized people as seriously as that? Because religion will overcompass a lot of shit.
Sexuality.
For that as well.
Sexuality
he's already
as
done
a whole.
It.
Yeah, but he's already...
And he combined them both.
He did it. Yeah, he did it in the video, to be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, like when you see it,
He did them both. You
so,
feel me?
yeah, if his whole goal is to be controversial, yeah, that works. But the lengths you're going to it is just like, it's not within my morality.
But that's the goal.
Yeah.
It's to do some shit that's going to piss you. It's the 6ix9ine method.
I think the 6ix9ine method. I don't piss me off, and I ain't never did nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
But it's not just to piss you off. It's just to get you talking. Because we have a platform here. And with this platform, we don't got millions, but hundreds of people are now thinking about this conversation. And after listening to it, they're going to go, I didn't see that Lil Nas X video. Let me go check it out because they're talking about it. And those streams go to money in his pocket. It's the 6ix9ine method. 6ix9ine might not give a fuck about us talking the streets. About it. He don't give a fuck about Meek Mill or any of that. But he knows how to press your buttons. And guess what? I'm not a street nigga. But I've come on the pod talk about street nigga shit because of him.
This is the thing, too. You're right about that. But that's why, look, my man's, you know, he,
I don't want to see that.
That video is going to, it's going to distract us. It's a lot.
No, seriously, because I find it interesting, man. Even the cartooning of it, right? Like, there's certain aspects to this video where you know who it's supposed to appeal to.
No, for sure.
You know, and it's the kid that, like, this looks like, it just has
Dreamland.
Dreamland, freaking Alice in Wonderland type vibe.
Yeah.
Like, it's very appealing to kid artists. He already has the kids captivated, right? Now, what does that do to, like, I think that's the problem even with this, right? With public schools. Because we're not in a class that actually understands the effects of religion or doesn't have somebody like a pastor sometimes that, like, my pastor has done exorcisms, right? Like, he's experienced a nigga with a deity problem, right? Where I've never experienced that. I don't know what that looks like. So I can all day be like, nah, that shit ain't real. But like, I could go into so much, bro. It's crazy. It's just like, it's just so interesting. And I think that us not having any type of conversation or anything even in public schools that allows conversation about religion, it literally creates that barrier for us now where we literally give it the benefit of the doubt. Like, nah, it's not that he like is trying to be a Satanism, though everything is pointing to the showing of Satanism. Even the nigga Satan being in like everything, Egypt, all this shit is symbolism out
People
its
getting
world.
stoned.
The gold, like the colors, the type of animals that they're showing, like these are things that like God, even in the Bible, God lets us know that certain shit is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I find that so interesting. This right here, like the pole dancing, it's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. And it just blows my mind that how visually we've gotten to a point where we're like, this just reminds me of the Matrix, going back from the green shit. I could blab on for days, bro. I need to chill.
This is what we do.
This shit kind of just blew my mind when I saw it, bro. Because I was like, that's, especially knowing I got a son.
Yeah,
you
no.
Oh, wow.
See, I'm gonna end it off on this. Actually, I don't know if this is a good place to end it, but fuck it. I'm gonna say this. If I were, well, okay, let me remove myself. If you take my moral compass away, right? And my goal is to sell as much as possible. Lil Nas X was the biggest artist of 2019 or whatever. The biggest artist. Everybody's saying he's flopped. And you can't do anything that will be bigger. Well, sure. Let me finish. You can't do anything that's bigger than Old Town Road. What the fuck will be the biggest thing you could possibly do? Let's do some shit that will make either people, because there's two sides of this coin. There are people who are in full support of this, and people who are fully against. There are a couple people in the middle, but those are the two sides. And it's like, okay, how did Old Town Road work? There were the niggas who were really with the country shit. Like, this should not be on the charts at all. And there were the niggas that were like, this is racist. It made it something bigger than just the music, a race thing. Okay, let's recreate that with the biggest thing we could ever do that with, religion.
And I definitely agree with you. I completely agree with you.
And
I
this
think
is like, I'm also just playing devil's advocate.
Exactly. And I think one thing that you made that loud and clear is the one key thing that you said was, if I take away my moral compass.
Yeah, mine personally.
Right?
Yeah.
No. It's not even about just yours personally. That's just the factor that goes into making something like that. And why I say that is, that's also the effect that it's supposed to give off. You energy is transferable. That's just what it is. If I scream and I curse at you, you'll get mad, you'll scream and curse at me.
Yep.
So if I can...
You say yep really
like,
quick.
Yeah.
My thought about that, of what you just said, of the moral compass, right? If take away from Lil Nas, it just reminds me of Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg said about his... he has a little demonic video, too, that he did with the owl or a crow that comes in. He says he doesn't watch that shit. He doesn't listen to certain records, like... It was, and that was a while back. I don't know if that's true. I don't, know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but I find that he
does Christian gospel
interesting.
shit now. My mom be listening to Snoop's like gospel albums.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that either. My mom be playing the wildest gospel music that you would never know. Like, I was riding in the whip and I was like, "Mom, you listening to Snoop?" She was like, "Yeah, he made a gospel album." And I was like, I never knew that shit. She be listening to Jesus. Well, I had to put on the Jesus is King, but she fuck with it now.
That's love.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, man. I appreciate you guys not making it. I know I didn't get too much about my crazy, I didn't talk a lot about just the stuff that I do on the talent side shit.
A lot of it is to let people get a greater feel for the artist in things that aren't just outside of the music. A lot of times we've talked to motherfuckers about anime, movies. Let me ask you, Kong versus Godzilla. What team are you on?
I ain't watched neither one. I gotta see.
Okay, but if you had to pick wisely,
I'll probably say Godzilla.
So you didn't pick wisely. You didn't pick wisely.
It's over with.
I ain't seen him. But
so tell me, I'm gonna just run this question past you because you're intelligent. You believe you're smart, right? like in a capacity. So, what would you do if a velociraptor that was radioactive that could blow lasers came in this room right now? What would you do?
Really been thinking about that.
You get a tool to stop it.
Detailed.
That's what humans do.
Yeah, but what tool would you grab?
You build something.
Oh, you wouldn't get radioactive poisoning before it even enters the room?
Yeah.
We're really passionate about
it.
You built something.
That was a twist for my brain. I'm like the details on that question.
If he just came and blast you with a laser, maybe like you would die. Like question.
Or you use one of his skills to block the laser.
How do you
Kong did?
Like you would be able to get one of the lasers? Well, no. You're getting hit.
He did it. We watched the trailer. He did
It's trash.
Are y'all talking about from like Jurassic Park or something?
No.
The Kong vs. Godzilla movie is about to come out. I don't know if you do that. They're about to have a Kong vs. Godzilla movie. I'm renting out an AMC theater next week. If you're free on Friday, come because I'm renting out the theater.
Are you serious?
Yes. It's because of Corona. It's super cheap.
No, that's crazy.
It's like $100. If you're free next Friday,
yes,
slide, bro.
Send the deets.
But here's the thing: I'm thinking I'm gonna split it up. So the Godzilla niggas gonna sit on one side, and the Kong niggas gonna sit. So I'm gonna need you to come over to the right side.
You to your niggas.
It's gonna be like 4 niggas on one side,
and we gonna be the niggas that's happy when Kong is getting. You feel me? Ooh, you feel me? Ooh, we gonna be the niggas that know what's good because you know what wins fights, nigga? Evolution. What we got that Godzilla don't have? Opposable thumbs, my nigga. Kong got them bitches.
Y'all are really monkeys.
You know Godzilla has lasers. How many lasers?
Did you watch the trailer? Did you watch the trailer?
It's stupid.
I can't. Really, I don't got no comment.
I watched the trailer, and in the trailer, I watched Godzilla make an axe. I watched Kong make an axe out of Godzilla. He did it, nigga. He did it. He had an axe out of Godzilla's scale and blocked the laser because he has opposable thumbs. He can use tools. That's how the shit works. It's called evolution, my nigga.
You have opposable thumbs, but if a crocodile busting this bitch right now, you lose.
I shoot a gun at it because I can't.
You don't have a gun. You don't have a gun. Like it does not work.
I'm sorry, bro. That's how it works.
That stick not saving you. He's grabbing your leg and he's tearing it off.
So what happened when Godzilla shot the beam at the axe?
That's not what I'm talking about. You and a crocodile. Over
it worked.
It's over with.
I got a question for you though. Would you make a gospel album?
The thing is, I don't like genres in general. Like, I wouldn't
You're very
make
genre transcending.
Yeah, I wouldn't make a hip hop
music is a
straightforward album.
Genre neutral.
I really don't. Yeah, I feel like barricaded. Like, oh, I gotta make it a certain sound, or it has to sound like.
Your music is very genre transcending. When I listen to even Growing Pains or Splendid or any of your shit. Obviously, there's always hip-hop elements to it. But you're very poppy. You're very alternative. You got a little bit of everything in it, and that's what I like. I personally love music outside of... I like music that has hip-hop elements, but also transcends hip-hop. If you look at
I feel like everything's a fusion.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Hip-hop is pop. Like, pop was, popular music. Hip-hop is the most popular genre. And there are so many subgenres. You got trap, but then you got the gospel hip hop. You got lyrical. You got mumble rap. There's just so many different bags. Seriously. Even Lil Nas X with the country and the hip hop. Or nigga, there's opera in hip hop. There's hip hop is the one genre that can pull in any other genre, rock, alternative, anything. Throw an 808 on that bitch. It's lit now. Like. Hip hop is the coolest genre because it is any fucking genre. Culture, if you a pop nigga, you kind of just in your pop bag. You can move to R&B a tiny bit. Yeah, it is. But hip hop, I can literally throw a good ass rock guitar and throw an 808 on this bitch and it's slapping, nigga.
It's going crazy,
bro. 100%. That shit is busting, man. That shit is busting. So yeah, we know you as an artist, but we met you as a photographer, actually.
Yeah.
How did you get into photography, and what was like the catalyst, and how you like it? You feel me?
So yeah, basically, like I said, I was doing the music, doing vice versa. We shot a couple music videos when we were younger, and it got to a point where when I was recording like myself and I wasn't going to the studio. I actually put it like this. I moved out when I was like 18. So just starting a budget, I couldn't go to the studio like that because niggas just didn't have money.
Yeah.
So it got to a point where like I wanted to. I had so much music and I wanted to shoot videos, and I was just like, man, I gotta do something. I gotta try it myself. So I ended up getting like a Canon Rebel from Procam, which is a dope ass place. Procam and Dodd camera. That's out in like by Fox Valley Mall. That was like my first camera. Brought a Rebel SL1. Just shooting, just playing around. I don't even like. I knew I was doing it because of music, but at the time, like, I really feel like it was God because like I don't remember like this just like, ooh, like I really want to do photography. Like I don't remember that feeling so much. You know, I always knew I wanted to do music, and it was just like something that was like, oh, if I get a camera, maybe it'll just help. Because yeah, I wasn't liking my videos that how they were coming out. So I finally got a camera. I was doing like wedding photography with my homie, helping him out. And then I got hired on this wedding group called Red and Olive, and I was shooting with them for a year. And that really kind of got me like into the understanding of like how to go about setting up bookings and like how much could you make in an hour or off a photo shoot or off a video. And but I just didn't like, that was where also I found my niche for Chicago. And I was like, dang, you know, like these people are in Downers Grove charging $4,500 for a wedding of maybe 4 hours, 8 hours. That's crazy much. Yeah. One day of work, you know. And I was like, but a lot of them weren't my people. It wasn't black. It wasn't Hispanic. There were a lot of white people, like, really dope spots that I couldn't, like, get into. So, basically, it was just that thought of, like, I just want, like, my people to be able to have that same quality in work. So, yeah, understanding that, and I kind of left Red and Olive, really got into, like, recording out of the crib a lot more with people. But at the time, I had sucked at Pro Tools, so I didn't, like, keep a lot of clientele. Yeah. But, yeah, and that kind of also just doing all those little things of just, like, recording, rapping, playing basketball. Like, I had met so many people that when I started to shoot, it just kind of, like, fell into place. And, you know, gradually, like, I just met more and more people. And just the bounce around from there really started Kieferro Flicks.
So you live off of your art, your music, your photography, and all that. A lot of our listeners are also creators and stuff. What does that entail, and what does it mean for you to be able to do that? Because we all have side jobs. Like, the podcast is my main focus. My clothing brand is my focus. Our studio is our focus. But at the time being, I do still have to have a side job to make sure. And I'm trying to get away for that very soon. It's looking like I can relatively soon. But what does it entail to really just have to rely solely on your passion and your art?
I think one thing is understanding, like, it's not always, like, the sweetest thing. Like, it's not like I'm like not going through my debts, not going through my, like, I got court, all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got my little issues that I got to get through, and but I think it has allowed me not to give up. Like, me not working, I have a 9 to 5. I've worked so many jobs, bro. Like, I was working so many different places just growing up, and I just, every time I don't give my all at a place. I catch an attitude, and doing this has allowed me, one, to really understand what I can do with my time, understanding what age we're in, like, and at the same time, like I'm still broke, you know, niggas still trying to make a bag, you know, but I think I'm in such a better position now that, like, when an opportunity comes for a lot of money to happen, I'm not scared. Where 2 years ago, because I'm working at a 9 to 5 and I'm not being taught anything about money, anything about, like, your value, what do you got to do to make a job work? Like, niggas don't know. So when I got my first $2,000 deal, it was at a point where, like, I didn't even feel like I deserved it. Given that I had been shooting for 4 or 5 years, I still didn't think, like, I deserved it because I hadn't gotten that payment. So, like, I feel like this 2020 was, like, the year that really just showed me, like, nah, I might not have everything to appreciate what I have and to understand like the lack of the faith, man, the faith in not having and facing my fears. You know what I'm saying? My fears of being broke. Like, how do I'm even at my 9 to 5, I was living paycheck to paycheck.
Facts.
And that was a lot of my problem is like, I'm giving a lot of my time away and I'm not making the same amount of money. And then what I was doing was, so I was working at Red Robin. And by this time I had already been shooting, but it was like I had to go back and work a job, right? Because Kaleo was coming, just little stuff, you know. And I was like, man, I got to get some type of money during the winter. But I would put my and this was even before Red Robin, but Red Robin was the last 9 to 5 job that I had. But any time I had a session, I would basically try to match my price. So when I first started shooting, I was $15 an hour. Mm-hmm. And the job I was working at was $12. I was working for $12 an hour at this warehouse. And so I would try to make the price of my shoots more to compete with my work schedule. So then even if I'm only shooting for 3 hours, I'm like, well, if I get the shoot, I can maybe get a next one. And then I can maybe get a next one. Right. So it just kind of set that up to be able to be like, all right, my nigga, if I can make $150 in 1 hour, but I got to spend 10 hours here just to make that same 150. Right. But in this 10 hours, I was able to make 150, set up a whole new, like, it's just so much that can be done with our time and be happy. Yeah. You know, like, I'll always take that over, like, not being around my family, not being able to be creative. And then I'm always home. I'm tired. Like, my time is literally just living at work because I'm only discussing, like, oh, man, I when I do wake up, I got to go to work. And then when I'm off, I'm going to go to sleep, but I'm going to be thinking about work. It's always on
your mind the whole...
It is.
Niggas who know me know how... I'm probably one of the niggas in the world that, like, dread going to work more than anybody else. You've been here at the studio on days that I've been here. I come here every single day, even before I go to work. And you'll be here, and I'm a completely different nigga on days where I have work and days that I don't. Because I'll be sitting here like, I got to go to work in 3 hours. Like, fuck. Got to go to work in 2 hours. I'll be driving to work like, fuck, I'm really on my way to work right now. that shit is trash. I'll be clocking out of work like, shit, I'm back here tomorrow.
And you know, damn. Like, for real, like, I think that feeling has grown more and more also because, like, bro, it's an outdated thing. And like, now that I'm getting into stocks and Bitcoin, like, I'm really getting to understand, like, niggas is really, like, bro, just this week off of what, GME, I made like $30.
No, GME is lit. I got GME.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, and I was just sitting there just watching. And when I see, like, damn, I just haven't been in the stocks, and this is just off Cash App. I'm not even on, like, the Weeble, on none of the in-depth shit. This is just simplicity.
I'm not even going to lie. Cash App has saved me.
Bro.
I will be sitting there like, I'm broke. Fuck it. My last $20, I'm looking at this. I'm watching this. Fuck it. I'm going to sit in there. I'm just going to be moving around with $5 in my pocket.
Man.
I'm like, I'm going to hope it goes up. It'll go up.
A lot of people have transitioned to like day trading.
I get $7, $8. That's cool with me. I got $8 out of this. All right, I'll put the 20 back. I got this 8.
Yeah,
I did free $8.
Even stocks has made me understand like money motion. You know, like money either has to move or you're gonna move for money.
Fact.
And I really had to understand that through stocks. I'm like, damn, like. You're like, put it like this. People, I was telling all of them at Canvas, like, yo, put your money in Bitcoin. Put something. If you got something sitting in Cash App, put it in Bitcoin. Why? Because if you're not about to use it and you don't have the intentions of wanting to spend it right now, let it fluctuate for a little bit and let it also have the potential of rising. You know,
liquidity is a illusion. You want to open up your Chase app and see a big number in there, but that number isn't getting any bigger. And when it comes down to investment, a lot of people think that investment is only investing in stocks. And it's not just that. It's also investing in yourself because you had to buy yourself a camera. Mm-hmm. And that camera isn't liquid. You can't just walk to Bona Beef and hand them the camera and they're going to give you a sandwich. It's not liquid. Yeah, shit. You might. No, you can't. But like, it's not liquid. And liquid. Fuck. I just dropped this whole mic. It's not broken. Don't worry. It's not liquid. People think liquid money is what really matters, but liquid money isn't going to make you money. Investing your money is what's going to make you money. So yeah, that the money we spend for rent on this studio every single month, it's not liquid. We can't just take this studio and hand it to somewhere else and be like, hey, can I get a boat with this studio? No, that's not how it works. But we're investing into it. We're investing into it with the potential to get more money from it. And that's really what your money should be working for you. You shouldn't have to work for your money. For real. I mean, you still got to work to an extent, but you have to invest it in, whether that's stocks, because not everybody wants to invest in themselves, because it's not for everybody. For sure. Business entrepreneurship and business ownership isn't for everybody. And stocks are relatively can be for anybody. So invest your money into something. It doesn't have to be business or stocks, but you should be investing it.
Education is also a big one you could put your money into.
Heck yeah.
That's also investing in yourself, yeah.
But there's a lot of free education, and I think people aren't taking that either. And I think people get complacent when they do have money. So when you do have money, nigga, I'm not worried about my money, nigga, I'm lit. I got money. But then when you don't have money, you like, fuck, I spent all my damn money. And it's like, when you have money, you had chances to get more money, but you didn't. It was like you sat there with comfortably, you had $4,000 in your savings account. You was cool. But now, like, you ran into car troubles. You had to go to the hospital. And now you got $400 in your savings account. And now you're like, what the fuck's happening?
Even that, going back, even with the religion thing, too, I think it goes back to school of, like, you know, we don't get taught certain things. And that's why, like, everything, even in school, is a product, you know. It's just sold to us. And, like, it's our lack of not having these. We're going 4 years of not learning financial literacy, but now I got to go to college. Where
that's intentional.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
But it's a product.
Yeah.
You know, but it also goes to show you, like, I'm not here to help you, America. I'm here to milk you, America. Yeah. Like, as long as I can milk you, I don't care about.
Because America's a business.
And
the world of school is a business.
It's a business, but it's a melting pot. And I think that that's a big thing to keep in mind, right? If I'm a melting pot, if I know where I come from, I might appreciate it more.
Facts.
Right? If I'm a melting pot, and, like, put it like this. If I'm a white person, but I came from Britain, and I don't mean to say white like that. Anybody, African, came from Africa. I'm going to appreciate Africa more than I appreciate America.
Yeah.
In some sense, you know? And I think that that's also the thing that we miss as Americans, right? Because we're in a melting pot and we have these, like, huge gaps, we don't know where we're from, even us Black Americans a lot of times. Like, we don't know where we, like, our home, whatever, you know? And in that sense of understanding, like, Americans can look back and be like, yo, Europe, yeah, we're about to go pull up a Europe, you know what I'm saying? Great Britain, mother country, like, they know that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that creates a lot of power for them. And so just that thought of, you know, a melting pot kind of makes this sense of carelessness amongst who I'm around, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no.
So if y'all don't learn shit, and this is America, we're supposed to grow because we're a united country, but there's so much racism and all it's like.
Yeah. America, the school system, or America itself is a business in itself, and they're not teaching you for you, they're teaching you for the business. Just like my job at Target, all the shit that they're teaching me at Target, they're not teaching me the shit for me, they're teaching so I can be the best employee possible. And that's kind of what America does in the school system. It teaches you, hey, sit down and do this for 8 hours. Mm-hmm. Like, you're going to sit in this desk and you're going to do this for 8 hours. And what you're going to learn is you're not supposed to complain about it. You're supposed to do this shit. And even the melting pot aspect of it, if America is a business, the melting pot are the clients. to an extent because we need other people to come here. Like, so we need clients to come in and buy the shit from the store. So we're the American dream. We're selling you the American dream. That's the business that we have. We're selling you the American dream. So now you come here and now you're a client to the store. So we're raising the Americans to be the workers in the store and we're having everybody else be the clients for the store.
But we constantly push that, idea, with the things that we do with working these jobs.
No, 100%.
I think that was something that really pissed me off last summer was like I would get into my lady about B-dubs because she was working there and her friends would come over and I'm like, so we talking about Corona and like people like losing their jobs or losing money or time going down. And I'm like, so wait, y'all been working here for this long. They ain't giving y'all no perks. They gonna let y'all go when they need to let y'all go. They gonna call y'all back when they need to call you back.
They don't
and
care.
They're not giving you any money for this time gone, and you got to go back and work. Nah, I think coronavirus really showed for me personally, like when niggas 4 or 5 years ago was asking Chris, what's your 5-year plan, and I didn't really have one, and I felt like damn, I ain't gonna do shit with my life. Like what is it gonna? Niggas don't really. It made me really appreciate that I took the creative route and that I took the route of being broke years, not being able to maybe do multiple trips with friends and post shit because now when I do it, it's so much more valuable and appreciated.
Yeah, because you're doing it on your terms.
And it's and then just even this, if I never took this journey, I would never met people like y'all.
Facts.
That do shit
that's some of my favorite part
about
it. Yeah. The people that I meet and even the people that we influence through it. Like your pictures and your music influence people and maybe even a way that you didn't even know. Yeah. Like the episode of the podcast that we just did recently, I never expected to get fulfillment out of the podcast the way that I do, in the sense of people hit me up like, yo, the podcast really improved my day today. You feel me?
That's dope.
And you probably have the same situation where even if people will hit you up like, yo, your music really hit me, bro.
Yeah.
Or even the pictures you take, like, yo, I hung this picture up in my house because I just love this. It makes me happy when I look at it. And life is about doing what that is for you. And if that isn't a creative or entrepreneurial space, that's how the world is supposed to work. Because I shouldn't go be a teacher if my heart isn't in it, because I'm not going to be a good teacher. Or I shouldn't be a doctor if my heart isn't in it, because I'm not going to be a good doctor. And if the world is run like that, a lot of the counter argument is, well, then nobody's going to want to work the other jobs or whatever. Like, no one's going to want to work at Target. But what makes me happy is freedom, creativity, and all that. But some people, what makes them happy is just being able to make $15 an hour doing something like that. And that's just as long as that makes them happy, the world still works.
Yeah, as long as as long as there's a job that needs to be filled, and there's going to be people who just want money.
The's always going to be someone who wants to do
my goal isn't anything else. It's
for real.
The bread.
I never feel. I actually just saw one of my sister, my girl's sister. I was like, because she might do what she loves and for money, 9 to 5, and that's cool. I don't feel like we were brought to the world to work jobs. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's certain principles out of working, out of even slavery, right? That we learn, the hardships of life, right? Death there's principles out of certain things that we can learn, but I personally think it's certain, it's a progressive thing for humans, and I feel like it comes with free will to have jobs, right? I don't feel like it's I don't feel like it's a way to happiness. I feel like people do it because niggas got to survive.
But for some people, it's a way of happiness. Because some people
I think it's a way of survival.
But some people would say what you do is a job.
Yeah, I think it is a job.
But it's a way to happiness. It makes you happy.
I think it personally makes me happy.
Yeah.
And I'm not ever saying that personally it couldn't make other people happy to be able to go to 9 to 5s. I think some people don't even understand what is happiness.
Oh, that's a fact.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you're not opened up to doing or
it's the most happy
enough,
they know how to be.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like it's settlement, you know.
I personally don't believe anybody who works a 9 to 5 would take that.
And say that this is what's making me happy.
I don't think
but like the 9 to not working a 9 to 5, but working what a 9 to 5 job would be, because there's no job that really takes 9 to 5. Keep it a stack with you.
Yeah.
Like that. And I had this conversation with you, and I don't want to get started on this because I'll really go down the rabbit hole on this shit. That's 8 hours of your day.
Yeah.
I only get 24.
Yeah.
I got to sleep 8 of those. I'm working 8 of those. I still have to shower. I have to eat. I have to do all that. If I'm working an 8-hour shift, and that they still give you a lunch break, so an 8-hour shift is really 8.5 hours on my day. If I'm doing that shit, my nigga, I only have 4 hours a day to be me. 4 hours out of 24 to like.
That's
be
why
myself?
you also have to ask yourself, like, how can I, like, I don't even have enough time to understand myself. How can I understand what actually makes me happy in this life?
Facts.
For me, like, I'm a very picky eater, right?
Me too.
But I also think it's because I like grew up not eating
I just told you
different varieties, but at the same time, like, I'm very will minded. Like, when I know I don't want something, like, I just
stubborn
don't
on some
eat.
shit.
Hell yeah, I'm super stubborn, bro.
Yeah.
We literally just had this conversation yesterday. Yeah, and that's what it is. And I believe that the age that we're at, that's kind of what we should be doing. It's kind of what we should be doing is just trying a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Just trying as much shit as possible. So how the fuck would you know that photography is your passion if you never tried it?
Mm-hmm.
If you never tried photography, how the fuck would you know? So just try a bunch of shit at that. Get out of high school and go try a ton of shit. Go try a bunch of shit. Because you may think that you want to be a doctor. And that may be what you want to be if you never try some other shit. If you never tried, hey, what is it like to take some pictures? What's it like to make some music? What's it like to do this, to do that? You never fucking know. Mm-hmm. So you should just use this time to try a bunch of fucking shit and see what you like.
For real.
Just like you wish you would have tried more foods as a kid, try more jobs and more passions as a young adult.
I agree.
And then once you find it, go hard as fuck at it.
Yeah.
Because, we happen to have found it. We got lucky to have found what the fuck we like. Mm-hmm. And who knows? There might be more shit that I like that I'm going to get into later. I don't know.
You never know what the future holds.
You never know. Nigga, I might take a ballet class tomorrow and find that that's really my shit. I might be walking in this bitch going dummy in some ballet. I might take a driving class and be a NASCAR racer. You never fucking know.
NASCAR fast car.
NASCAR fast car. You just got to do that shit, bro. Yeah. That's some shit I can really go down the rabbit hole on that for like 10 years. I've done it before. You've talked to me about this shit. I've heard it. Yeah, no, when you start talking to me about a job, I get really passionate about that shit, man. Because jobs really just like.
Yeah, they rub me the wrong way too, bro.
That's one thing that can like make me pissed off in a second. Like going to work will literally change my whole mindset.
But at the same time, like, bro, I also just want to end because I feel like I've talked to so many of my friends about like, trying to do stuff and work for yourself. And I think at the same time, like, bro, work 9 to 5. I think it's just the understanding that you have time that you have to cherish and do something that you want to do, and I think you guys totally do that, and that's the amazing point, and why, like, when you do get to the point of being able to, like, if you ever wanted to leave a job or whatever, like, it'll feel a lot more refreshing, like, knowing, like, y'all worked, just the story behind everything, like, y'all was coming here after work, like, that's just, like, grind, bro, and I love that.
Man. And that's a big part of it is even the reason that I'm able to work a 9 to 5 is because I have this. If I did not have all this other shit, nigga, I might have lost it. I might be in a crazy house somewhere. Because you need something to center yourself.
Seriously.
And whether that's podcasting or playing video games or sports or whatever, you need something or else you will lose it, nigga. Because I would have lost it by now if I didn't have the podcast, if I didn't have the studio, if I didn't have my clothing brand, if I didn't have all that shit, nigga, it'd be over with for me.
Me too.
Yeah, nah, y'all would. I'd be crazy, nigga. Crazy as shit, my guy. You get my yeah, nah. This couch be like sinking in, hurting your back after a long period of time.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, nah, niggas get to sinking, and you're a little bit shorter, so it's a little bit tougher.
I'm a big boy.
But nah, we can. I don't know. Anybody else got anything?
We touched on a lot.
Oh, one thing I did want to say is I've been paying attention to this the entire. You have some incredibly long eyelashes.
Yeah.
My nigga. This nigga's eyelashes are beautiful. I don't know if y'all seen this shit through the camera, but like I'm like, why are his eyelashes just so spectacular?
That's interesting, man. I've always been told about that. Like, I never literally understood that shit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I never understood it, but that's something.
I never got it either. Like I didn't understand. You never notice someone's eyelashes,
right?
But like,
for real.
It's
definitely. My mom, everybody always talks about that shit. Yeah, it always gets in my eyes, so that's the only hard thing about it. But
yeah, that shit was crazy. I was sitting here and I looked over. I was like, his eyelashes are really long.
I wear contacts, so that just they be dropping in my, you know, that's the only problem. But I love.
I was wondering why I'd never noticed before. I think it's because every time I seen you had glasses, like actual glasses. That's why I think I'm noticing them for the first time.
That's so funny that you asked that, because I was like, when I put on my contacts today, I was like, I wonder if he's gonna say anything about my eyes.
That was the first thing I noticed when you walked up on the street. I was like, why did his eyelashes look different? Like I don't remember them ever being this long. Yeah, did he grow his eyelashes out? Is that some niggas do? Right, I was like, are they fakes? Did this nigga put on some fake lashes?
Nah, it's affluence.
I was like, hey, maybe that's his bag. I didn't know.
I've also never seen you without a hat on.
No,
I don't know if that's just me.
No, I definitely have worn hats before.
He didn't even have a hat on when we did the shoot with him, 2-3 weeks ago?
Really?
Yeah, he didn't have a hat on. He has long, luscious hair.
How do you hide it in a hat like that?
Yeah, I put it up on a bun type shit.
Oh, yeah, you do have hair.
You've definitely seen him multiple times like that. Yeah, you definitely seen him like that multiple times.
Do you have hair?
Yeah, no, you be having some long-ass hair, yeah. But I think that's pretty much everything.
Shout out to hair.
If anybody else got anything you want to tell to the people, the listeners, anything you want to get off your chest? Are you a serial killer on the low? I don't know.
Killing them.
Nah, man. All I would say is, you know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout. We got a bunch of new songs, man. I've been making some songs with my homie Damo, and
he makes some good music too.
Yeah, man. I gotta shout him out, man. He out in Indiana, man. If y'all get a chance, check out his beats and stuff. And then, you know, it's Women Appreciation Month, so right now we've been working on this song, "Wet, Why Even Trip" by Madi, and this girl named Jordan and Illis Melody, and I believe Olive Blue might be getting on it, but we'll see about all that. But yeah, and we're trying to shoot that video, so I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about trying to put something together that I can shoot and not have my face.
Yeah.
You know, Madi, and it's just going to be epic, man.
That's going to be cool as fuck, man.
It's going to be so cool.
That's going to be cool as hell.
So, yeah, be on the lookout for that, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here. We're going to make some songs. Me and my man Vermilly.
Y'all niggas be out here, bro. Nah, but we normally play it out to a song by the artist. So, go ahead, pick one of your favorite songs, and we'll play it out. We've already played it out to Baby and Splendid. So, pick two that aren't that, or one that isn't that.
Let's do
it could be unreleased if you want to do something. It don't matter. Let us know. You can take your pick and we'll play that bitch and niggas a vibe to it.
And, all right, you know what? We're gonna play you some new shit then.
Okay, bet. You don't have to just tell us the title and then send us the link.
I'll just send you that shit.
Yeah. So what is it?
Great.
What's it called?
We're gonna do the. Also, right. We just had the K Sound Camp, so Off the Grid, basically that produced by awesome. PD Productions, mixed and mastered by K Sound and Ivan. So yeah, Off the Grid with Dre Isaiah. Me and Dre Isaiah.
Bet it up. We gonna play it off the Grid. We out here. Thank you for sitting down with us.
Blessings, bro.
We out. Peace.
Up all night, sleep through the day, then we play all night. Talk all night, touch all night, fuck all night. Yeah, whatever you decide, I'm on your side. You like it, I love it. Oh, you thought it was a game, but it wasn't. Girl, come and get some of this cooking. Yeah, whatever you decide, I'm on your side. You like it, I love it. Oh, you thought it was a game, but it wasn't. Girl, come and get some of this cooking. Say fuck your friends and cancel your plans. They'll be there in the morning. 100 missed calls in the morning. Tryna find out what you doing. We MIA, yeah. She been off the grid with me. Gotta put it slow on me, or she gon' have a kid with me. I might do eye for it. So good, might fuck around and die for it. So good, might cut a couple friends, might get up on the stand, take a seat, then lie for it. Recover from my last one, but don't know if this this my last one. I know that I get jealous, I get selfish, I might blast one. I know that I can't help it, can't you tell it, too much passion. These niggas be so extra unimpressive, I be laughing, my reaction be so priceless. Let me inside it, oh no, you won't regret it. I'll pay it all for you, you want that cash or debit. She want the bag, she wanted the cash, I gotta go get it. Fuck up the budget, she don't got a limit, she know that she winning, we in it, we get it, we up all night. Sleep through the day, then we play all night. Talk all night, touch all night, fuck all night. Yeah, whatever you decide, I'm on your side. You like it, I love it. Oh, you thought it was a game, but it wasn't. Girl, come and get some of this thuggin'. Yeah, yeah, whatever you decide, I'm on your side. You like it, I love it. Oh, you thought it was a game, but it wasn't. Girl, come and get some of this thuggin'. Say fuck your friends and cancel your plans. They'll be there in the morning. 100 missed calls in the morning. Tryna find out what you doing. We at my hip, ayy, ayy. Big reward, big risk, ayy. She leaving shook, shake it, break it into bits, ayy. Niggas MIA, mapping shit up off the grid, ayy. I'm the type of dog, gotta feed a whole clique, ayy. Too cold, too brick, ayy. Funny cause anything I touch, make it flip, ayy.